What's going on, guys? It's CJ with 270 Motorsports. Very excited to show you guys something special that I've purchased just in this past week. No, I haven't had a video out in a while. Been very, very busy. Been very blessed with a lot of work going on. So keep it coming. We welcome it. As you can tell, I'm out here in the shop. I got a couple of things I've got to do around here, but I just wanted to share with you guys my new toy, and also something that I can kind of expand my horizons a little bit, and really be able to broaden my service to all of you. So introducing this is the latest and greatest Pro Link from SnapOn. Um, my SnapOn dealer, I've got to give them a shout out, Harley. Um, they were very excited about this for me to get it. They were just awesome. He and his wife, very smooth process, got it to me very quick, even drove it all the way down here. Spent their time in their personal vehicle to come down here and get it because they're based out of another area. But very, very excited to show you guys this thing. I'm not going to do a whole tutorial on it. I'm sure there's some videos out there that'll do it, but just want to kind of give you the gist of what you're buying if you do buy something like this. Just starting off, why Snap-on? So I know you can buy many different truck diagnostic computers. So the ProLink here is a truck diagnostic computer. It'll do light duty trucks, medium duty, all the way up to heavy duty, and it has every platform that you ever want in it as far as software goes. So why Snap-on? Well, simply Snap-on, in my opinion, has the best support system. They keep up on their licensing with the auto manufacturers. They stay on top of it. And just the user interoperability, the user interface, all that stuff. I mean, it really is unmatched. I look at several different others before I bought this one, because everybody wants to save money with, the rising costs and, user licensing, and, you got to buy dealership programs sometimes and everything else. I mean, it's getting quite expensive to be able to work on stuff nowadays, especially new vehicles. So I looked at all of that stuff, just really couldn't find anything that I really liked. Either there was a question about where they're getting their licensing from, or just flat out capability. Will this do absolutely everything you wanted to do? No, I mean, you're not going to be able to necessarily go in and program a bunch of stuff and everything else. But as far as diagnosing, this thing is the way to go. It is a true computer. It is, very big display here, nice rugged case that comes with it. It's got a stand on it, obviously. Even comes with a little stylus. So, with a little flashlight on it, just a little bit extra perk. But very, very cool. Absolutely loved it. I used it the other day for the first time, and this thing is just absolutely amazing, in my opinion. So what you're going to get with this, obviously you're going to get a carrying case with it. There's a charger in there for it. And then you also have a wire connector for the VCI, which is this right here. This VCI is a Bluetooth one, so you don't have to have a tether to it, just like with my Solus that I have. It's still tethered. It's an older unit or whatnot, and I can't really walk around the vehicle with the Solus, whereas I can with this. So all I've got to do is hook the VCI up to the truck, and pulls the power off the truck. Boom, we're connected, and we're ready to rock. It does come with your OBD2 connector for your light and medium duty stuff. So that is a perk. No, it will not do cars or anything like that. This is a truck computer. So, but all in all, very, very nice stuff so far. Turning it on, it is going to take a minute to just kind of boot up, and we'll kind of talk about it a little bit. But um, The biggest thing that I like, and I'll throw this thing into like a demo mode real quick, whenever it does boot up. But the biggest thing I like about this so far, and I didn't think I was going to like it, because you do have to pay a subscription for it, but it is the tech system there, and the real fix and all that stuff. If I'm saying that correct. So I'm kind of new to that. It's essentially, if you use like a system like Pro Demand or something like that, instead of you having to go to a computer or look it up on your phone, it actually has all this stuff right here, in this computer, all ready to go. Shows you anywhere between, it walks you through how to fix whatever code that's on there. It walks you through all the steps, gives you wiring diagrams. I mean, it's a truly awesome feature that will save you a lot of time. I was, kind of apprehensive about it because I was like, oh, well, I'll just use the Pro Demand or whatever. But the one time that I used it, and all that, it just blew my mind how quick it is and how just convenient it is, right? So I think that's worth it for the money, really. I do. So that's probably a feature that I'll keep right now. Right now I'm running like a little trial on that, a 6 month trial. But really, really awesome feature. So it's booted up for us here. Obviously, it is touchscreen. You don't have hard keys or anything like that. This does have a camera on it as well. You can take pictures with and all that good stuff. So if you get to something and something doesn't seem right, or you just want to remember it or something, you can snap a picture of it, which is a really cool feature. So up here at the hamburger menu, I'm gonna just throw this thing in demo mode. Repair Connect was what I was talking about. Really, really cool thing there. This here, so unlike some of the other computers, as I understand it, you don't have to pay for an update every year. So like my Solus, for example, yes, it's an older computer, but I have to pay money every year to get that computer updated to the latest and greatest licensing. Now, I don't exactly work on, I guess 2026, 2027 models, just because they're still under warranty, and I'm obviously not a huge shop or a dealership. So, um, that I can kind of get away with updating every, maybe 2 years or something like that. But with the heavy truck stuff, you buy this computer, you got it. As long as you have a good Wi-Fi connection going on, um, you've got it right here. You don't have to worry about updating it or anything. When you connect the Wi-Fi, which I don't have it connected to Wi-Fi right now, but when you connect it to Wi-Fi, it'll kind of go through a little, startup procedure, and it'll look for updates. And if there's an update available, all you got to do is update it. Pretty easy stuff. So we're in here. This is a demo or whatever. They have it set to a 2017 Freightliner. So I'm just kind of walk you through a little bit of stuff and kind of just show you what I'm talking about. So it'll show you your active faults over here and all your inactive faults. It's pretty standard stuff. You can run tests. Now, these are going to be a little bit more limited to what you would if you were actually connected to a truck, just because they're just trying to show you, kind of the ins and outs of it. But very, very cool. You can obviously get your live data on here, everything that you need. So if you have like an active fault popped up, I mean, all you've got to do is we'll do like EGR differential. So the only thing I can do right now, not connected to Wi-Fi, is I could do the description, and I can read the freeze frame data. We're not connected to a vehicle, so I'm not able to do that. So once I connect it to Wi-Fi, here in a second, I'll kind of show you the Repair Connect stuff and everything else. Alrighty, so I've got her connected to Wi-Fi up here, as you can see, so that way I can actually show you these features. Flip the camera around so you can actually see it. All this stuff wasn't popped up when the camera was on the other side. So anyways, go in here. So I mean, you can just press whatever you want to, just to check it out or whatnot. So do that. The repair connect and all that good stuff's going to pop up. It's going to ask you your make and model. Again, this is the demo of what they got, but you hit go, and now, as you can see, it gives you a little bit more options here. Description, freeze frame, testing, diagrams, specs, and RNI. So um, it will literally walk you through absolutely everything you need to do. So if you go to testing, it'll tell you, which components you need to test. If you want to look up diagrams where the control module or connectors are or whatnot, I mean, you can pull up these pictures and stuff, and very, very nice. It's great for a dumb guy like me that you know maybe I work on so many different things, and maybe it's been a while since I've worked on a single piece. So it's great to have that feature, so I'm not having to waste time, look stuff up. I mean, it's got wiring diagrams. You can zoom in to all these, you know, really cool. So pretty much, this stuff right here, I mean, we're used to that in Pro Demand and all that, but even show you your specs, like, if you do remove something, what the torque specs are, all that good stuff. Very, very cool. Very, very cool stuff. In this case, we're removing and replacing the ECM. So, it'll tell you what you need to do, what steps you need to take, again, all that good stuff. Now, if you say, the customer's wondering what you're trying to do, and try to explain it to them, you go down here and you hit print. So this will actually print you a report. And I think some of the other Snap-on computers, like the automotive ones, will do the same thing. But this is, again, new to me, and that really, really helps. So, we've got, automatically put your business up there, all that good stuff. But show you all the faults going for each module, everything. You can select what you don't want. So if you do not want faults or live data or whatnot, you just select whatever you want and hit update. And then you can print it. So you obviously, just print it into a PDF like what I do. I just store it on here because, again, this is a true computer. So, I can get off of here and surf the web if I need to, if I need to look something up or get access to my email, very, very easy. So really cool feature to this stuff. Love it. So just wanted to show you guys this feature and all that, kind of some of the ins and outs of it. If I want to perform a test or do a calibration on something, you can do it. So this is also, you can link this to the cloud, and it'll show you, your vehicle history here. There are three options that you can do. You can link it to a big cloud to where it connects to pretty much everybody that's using this, or it's just sending it to a select group or individual. I use individual, so that way it's just a little bit easier. And I think it does save it, whether or not I'm connected to Wi-Fi. So not having to worry about that. And that is another talking point about this computer is, I'm in a shop, I'm in a metal shop, so I don't really have, the greatest of Wi-Fi capability or, service, self-service, sometimes, especially in the back of the shop. So you do have to have a decent, strong connection, to use some of these features, but nonetheless, it will still work without it. So I know sometimes we go out into the field and, we might not have the luxury of Wi-Fi capability, but, it'll still work. You're just not having the extra features added onto it. So all in all, I hope you guys, enjoyed it. This was just a quick little overview. I don't really, have all the time in the world to go through every single feature on this, and I'm sure, again, there's another video out there about this computer, but I just wanted to kind of show it to you guys in case you're maybe on the fence about it or whatever, because these things aren't cheap. at all. So maybe you're on the fence about it. Maybe you don't want to pay the price. I'm telling you right now, it is worth it. And I am not endorsed by Snap-on, nothing like that. I'm an independent guy. If you know me, um, I just give you my honest opinion about it. And this thing really, truly blew me away. So thank you to Snap-on. Thank you to my Snap-on dealer um, for getting me this in a very timely manner, and he went out of the way to give it to me. Um, so not a lot of people would, really come down, and do a lot of the stuff that he does. So very, very happy with that. Turning the tables a little bit. I do have a website now, so go to the website, check it out. If you have any tweaks or whatever, you want anything added to it, you let me know. You should be able to access your Amazon stuff there. You should be able to access some of the 270 merchandise and all that good stuff. So very excited about that. We launched our website. Um, so that way you guys can go on there and kind of keep up with the Joneses, if you will. As far as, when we go to the racetrack or whatever. Obviously, follow us on Facebook and YouTube. So don't really do too much on Instagram anymore. I just kind of got lazy with it essentially. But check the Facebook out, check the YouTube out. If you're watching this video, you're probably on either one, so that's good. But just wanted to show you guys this. Appreciate your time. Like, share, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thank you.